So we were going to create some special themed world to celebrate the podcast's 2-year birthday, but then Isaac got sick, so it's just me this week. I still wanted to do something special to celebrate, so I'm taking a clip from all 92 episodes that we've made and combine them into this very out of context, very fun video for everyone to listen to. Enjoy! I now want to know the story of the guy who's taking the 2 months food supply into the elevator where he's off to.
Is that Main Street? Let's go rate it for lamppost.
Can you milk a Kieran? This is a genuine question. Can you milk it? I'm surprised. Especially considering knife for hands was your idea.
Well, I needed to come up with some way to weaponize them. Threat, menace,
What?
shadow, specter, blight, gloom, darkness, chill, pall, trouble, problem, and worry.
Did these people never cloud gaze as children?
Why can't I just go and, do everything?
'Cause it wrong.
I never thought of that! And this island is dirt.
Wait, can I grow things?
It's actual dirt that you can grow things on.
But will the narwhals kill me if I grow things? You live forever in mist. You're always wet, and you just accept this.
Like the humidity is just so high.
Yeah, at all
That's
times.
just annoying. We went from a really cool world to a really annoying world.
I was about to say, what happened to you? Why was your childhood awful? Do we need to pause this and have a therapy chat?
That is not what I'm. Yeah, except I've already used the unsafe one.
It's too late. And I can't edit it out. We've made too many good points with it.
It's fun. You should try it. One time, a helicopter propeller popped out of my head.
Stardew Valley, Ooblets, are two
I haven't played either of those.
Don't Starve. Also has
I haven't played that either.
What games have you played?
Well, what's he doing now? Well, now he's getting up, going into the bathroom, staring in the mirror, and telling himself how courageous and amazing he is.
So he's depressed.
Exactly,
though. But what I'm saying, you're just proved my point. What I mean is, if we do that, then this world is just our world. A girl who at one point in her life got pregnant.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You understand now.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Question.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But is it with words, with sayings? Is it just insulting you the whole time, making you depressed, giving you pounding headaches because you want to cry and curl up in the corner and die, and then some people actually do?
Let's not give them fur. If I see a fuzzy treat, I'm staying away. You have an idea how strange these sentences sound about the frog tyrants who move over the fish?
I don't know what you're talking about. I think we're making perfect sense.
Okay. Do you mind going and trying to give that giant creature I just made a hug?
Yeah, and you know what that giant python's gonna do? It's gonna hug you right back and then swallow you whole. Because at this point, becoming a zombie is like a prestige thing. You want that. CPR. I'm not sure. How do you CPR a creature the size of the sun? That's just...
You don't write on the horse. You just brand it. It's so much better.
Oh, that was a bad joke.
Apparently, I was hoping you laugh.
No.
So this is what I was talking about earlier, where she's put up with my humor for longer than humanly possible. Yeah, I will say, take everything that we say as more of a rough guideline than you must do this way.
You've only got one bottle.
And I put the Mentos and the soda in the same bottle with my wish.
I honestly do not want one of these ice creatures coming at me at 80 miles per hour. He can
He's always watching you.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you... Okay, anyways,
So once again, don't be George Orwell opening up with Once Upon a Time.
Right, it's an audience interactive story.
Yes, with every season. I love that. It's you go from Lord of all hell and darkness to the banker. It always bothered me.
Isaac Wall. Magic wall. Where's it coming from? How is it working?
Well, this new rule has sort of thrown a curveball on me. Okay, so what do I do now? Do I move to the other side of the world so that I can fly all the time while they're sleeping, or swim your way or climb your way up on top of an eclair that you're always sinking in, and your house is made of tennis balls and sheep that burst into flames?
That's cannibalism.
Yes!
You are too excited about cannibalism for your own good. Helping you get out of uncomfortable situations is a skill.
I guess if your skill is chomping people's heads off.
For all we know, slimes are very into interior decorating.
Don't make it a planet of hats. That's the trope you want to avoid, is the planet of hats. So it's like, well, we got about 10 minutes before this thing forms, let's get out of here.
Grab your child, your most valued possessions, and let's skedaddle. It's too many complicated fighting strategies, and I am not a strategist in that type of way. We really want to go that dark?
I mean, why not?
Okay, this is a pointless argument to our topic, but I'm gonna argue it anyways.
Okay, so we're not going with Santa spelled backwards.
No, I thought, wait, isn't that Santa spelled backwards?
No, Atlas.
Atlas.
Or not Atlas, and I'm going to eat your painting now. Do they eat eggs?
I said vegetarians, not vegans.
I mean, it has flaming claws.
You're dead. Also, everything's set on fire. So I almost think that these lava creatures that shoot water would be the perfect farmers. Like, that wouldn't surprise you. It's the school bus that was out of place.
Yeah.
I think it'd just be fun to write yourself. You eat the scroll?
You eat the scroll. You stick it in your mouth and you chew.
All of this is fitting, and I don't know how to feel about it.
I don't... Why? It shouldn't.
Isaac, I have a question for you.
Okay.
How's the weather? Like, I can imagine there's a not-so-pleasant job in the future where they have to fish these things of people who got stuck in it.
They got both sides constantly throwing the match because they're lazy, and so that's all they do with their life.
In Soul, it's all about what he wants, and he hurts 97, 96, 68, whatever her number is.
22.
22. I was so off. How do you do ballet without arms or legs?
What?
How do you do ballet? It's just a mouth. So, if you want that moment, I'm all for that, but let's let him be dead.
And we shall name her Mary Sue. I'm sure physicists would disagree with me. Basing it could either push, pull, float, move up.
It just has really strong lungs.
Attractive.
There is, you can buy yourself toilets that compost your poop, and then you can use it for fertilizer.
I did not need to know that.
If it's combining fantasy and steampunk, it's never been done before, that'd be so cool to do it. But when it's sci-fi and steampunk being combined, you're like, oh no, that's not done. We shouldn't do it. But I'm just sitting here like, it's fiction, it's fun, they're fighting each other, I really don't care. Oh, there's vampires now, I'm in for a ride.
Oh, the bridges.
No, I am now really emotionally attached to these bridges we created.
People from the daytime, they come to save the day by bringing torches.
I don't know, I was thinking poisonous porcupine.
Why poisonous porcupine? Steal some world building ideas. Our podcasts are there, and I'd say that a lot of them, almost all of them, I'd say turned out really, really well.
But in order for that to happen, they can't be dehydrated. So.
Are you really upset about this? Is anybody actually upset about this? I didn't say kill them either. I said just jump on their head.
Oh.
While they're trying to swim out of a pond.
That sounds like murder to me.
Them into.
That sounds like murder to me. I assume breeding facilities for humans are a thing. What happens if you do try to trap a human soul? Does that work?
I don't see why not. But as for what kind of wish that they would grant, I'm gonna say couch potato.
And in which case, I don't know how sewing would go, because the idea of, like, litty-bitty paint monsters would be the most terrifying and obnoxious thing ever. Like, it's locusts.
I mean, space exploration is fun. It's very cool.
It is.
And I can wear sleeves, and I'll throw that on, and it looks cool, and I feel cool.
There's not much point in writing a book in a language no one's going to be able to read.
Like, the pixels were so sharp, like our armrests. Anytime we had to try something and curve something, it was like knives digging into our flesh.
Alright, next time I visit you, we're going to play Volley Fire. I'll play the month.
Fire? That was stupid sport. Where'd you get that idea?
Or whatever you called it.
I think the most you'll get is a mild concussion.
Yeah. Or Lost Eye. This whole thing is that it's Erebos' season, right? So, out of curiosity, why is this the season where we've had the least amount of him? He had one scene. Do we have the classic witch you go to if you want a child?
Yeah, like, we spent all this time trying to make sure that the fog wasn't overpowered. Now we've given the sheep this overpowered ability.
If you try and leave, I'll eat you. If you do things that I don't like, I'll eat you. If you just exist in the wrong spot at the wrong time, I'll eat you.
The only reindeer I can name is Rudolph.
That's true.
Let's be real here. Guess they don't call it a crush for nothing. You'll get turned down flat on your face and humiliated. You decide not to go to avoid further embarrassment. Oh well, there's always next year. Dead end. Which makes me, I'm not gonna lie, to take it to a darker note.
Of course.
I feel like these creatures...
I do have to ask something, and this is because this is something that you asked a while back about a different fantasy creature that we had implemented. Can we milk it?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the World Explorers podcast.
It's just like, you're going on an adventure now! And he's like, I didn't want an adventure. I just wanted to, like, live my everyday life, however life goes. Like, peaceful life. I'm required to insult you.
Well...
Like,
you have a lot of questions about goblins, don't you?
well, I think the goblins are the ones that it gave the most information on, which is thieves and tricksters. As an AI language model, I do not have access to the specifics of the policies that the government of Eloria may have implemented. You made Eloria! You should know!